Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another ride on the Struggle Bus. So we're going to be doing something a little different tonight. I'm going to be doing a review of somebody I've been helping out for a bit, and so I need to set some things up first to make sure that there's no lag in the audio, because while he is listening, he's not. He's going to be typing his questions and comments. So what I need to do is open up his game. Dun, dun, dun. And then let's see. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. So your game is up. So you are in it. So the question is, I'm going to be placing the first 4 stones, and I want to know if you are hearing them as I'm placing them. So I'm placing 1, 2, 3, 4. So is there any lag there? Awesome. Okay, so let me turn this on for our lovely viewers, and give me 1 minute. Okay, so we turn this back on. So we should see our screen now. And cool. I'm not going to be responding to any chat during this because this is, while it's not private because I'm streaming it, it is, this is a review for a particular person. So I'm going to be paying attention to just his comments. But you guys are obviously more than welcome to watch, and you can comment amongst yourselves. And then at the end of the stream, I have a question for us here. So, but let's get to the review. Okay. Okay, so you can hear me. So let's go through. So you are black in this game, and let me just fly through it. I looked at it a little bit earlier. Yep. Okay, then we had that. And that, yep. Okay, so I remember a bit now. Okay. Okay, I think I remember a bit of this game, although AI is telling me there's some funkiness that happens later. So anyway, so let's start. So you are black, normal enough opening. This is fine. This is fine. I think this extension is fine. I don't see anything wrong with this. And then he's jumping in here. So obviously this is the first question that comes up. And I don't think there's anything wrong with your move. And I do have AI on this one, just the graph to make sure I'm not making anything up. And AI says this is fine. So obviously the question is, which way are you going to block? And for me, looking at this, my only concern with going this way is when he pushes and you do this and he goes under and connects, is just how over concentrated this is, right? And so it's a pretty inefficient thing. We would want, if we were going this way, we would kind of want that stone to be M17, right? And so this isn't a fault of playing N17. I think N17 was a fine play when you made it. It's just that would go into my decision here, and I would probably block this way. And yeah, that's going to complicate things a little bit with this stone here, but I think you'll be fine. And this is also a situation where if we drop this stone, I don't think it's too bad, right? And this actually came up. This came up in one of your games recently because I totally didn't steal it from one of my videos. In this situation, this Joseki is a little weird, and what does white play here? All right, there isn't actually a great direction for white to go here. And I know from the game you played before, you got in a fight in here and ended up just completely taking the game over. But either way, regardless of that, I like blocking this way just because it works better with N17. But this way works too, because this is going to give you some really good strength to go after K17. The only issue here, this comes up twice in this game, is we're kind of used to this shape, right? With the double Hane working. The issue is this stone changes changes all of that, which unfortunately we found out here, right? So the issue is now he doesn't need to play this Atari, right? He can come back and connect, and your stone's dead. Still not terrible, right? It's Gote for him, so we've got Sente here, so this is still fine for black. I just I wonder if this is better, but honestly, now that I'm looking at this, this doesn't look too great. So I don't think this ended terribly for you. And then we do get our Tanuki, and you go after his Lone Stone. And I don't think there's anything wrong with this move. I think any Tanuki would have been fine on this board, because the onus is kind of on white to take care of this stone, right? So if you had decided to, take any of our typical approaches, I think any of that would have been fine. So, and the movie played. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I'm going into a lot of words for your move. I think is fine, right? I do like that you played on this side, right? We've got some nice thickness over here, and pushing towards that, I think is a good plan. And then we took an extension. I wonder if we should come out ahead and just try to stay ahead of him. Of course, the issue is as we chase this group out, this thickness starts becoming surrounded, right? And we're kind of forcing him to surround us, so that might not be the best. So this seems fine. He pushes. I wouldn't treat this as a local Sente. This move is Sente. We want to respond to this move, but we don't want to respond to it in the way that you responded. I believe you came back, and this does make your group stronger. The question is that the direction we want to be moving in right now, when we have this group that we can still harass a little bit? So I think if this was me, I would respond to R17, because this does directly weaken your nice wall there. I think I probably would have played something like this, right? It's a good extension. It's nice shape. We're not going for points here, right? Yeah, maybe this turns into us getting 6 points, but that's not what this is about. This is just keeping your group strong, while also going after his weaker group, right? And so now maybe he's gonna feel compelled to jump out, and you can just keep on staying ahead. And this is going to be fine, because eventually eventually this shape in this group is just going to be 100% fine, and you don't need to do anything. And then we can start, maybe it's even now, and then you can just start going, okay, there's lots of options here. We can Tanuki. I was gonna say something like this to help build up the left, but honestly, I don't even know if we need to at this point in time, right? The rest of the board is so wide open that we can go for anything. So we connect, and then I really dislike this move by white. I know I'm not reviewing him, and I know you understand why this move is bad. But boy, do I hate this move as white. White's already alive, right? So he should be taking his Tanuki here. Probably something off of the two stones at the top, or not, because they're out ahead. Either way, white should Tanuki here. He doesn't, and he just gives us a free Sente. And so this is a peep that I don't like, because obviously it demands a response by white. White is going to connect, but so the question is, what are we getting out? What are we getting from this? It's obviously where it can be Ajikeshi rather, right? If we're forcing him to connect there. So what are we getting out of this? And I don't think L16 does anything for us. So I do like that you recognize that that's the way we wanted to go, and we wanted to pressure those stones. But again, I think this is probably the better way to do it, because the thing is, like right now you wouldn't play this, but later in the game this wedge becomes something, right? Because we've got this cut. We're always going to have this cut with the wedge, regardless of which way he goes with it. There's going to be a cut, right? And here, yeah, like this cut might just work right now, right? So that's what we're losing by forcing him to connect. And so so I'm not a huge fan of this move. Not a big mistake, just something I wanted to point out. And then this is a little slow, right? I think we want to come out. Typically, when you're making these little peeps, um, just treat that stone really lightly. You know, almost like it's not even on the board. So we don't need to connect back to it. If white wants to spend moves to go and get it, let him have that stone. That is fine. The stone has already done its job. So I wouldn't. So it looks like, you know, this is good shape, right? We got the nice little dog's head here, but it's using this stone that I don't think we really need to use. Minor. I'm getting into pretty a little more detailed comments here. I really like this move by you. This is not typical of your play, and I like this move quite a bit. I think in the past you probably would have considered 015 or 014, and this move is just better in every way. And so I'm really glad that you played this move. This is a very powerful move on this board. This is not a great move by white, and you really punished him very well with this move. Because yeah, now his group needs to run out, and you get to be ahead, right? And so now white has this stone just kind of floating. It's pretty easy to cut that stone off, so he has no time to get it back. And so yeah, this is a great tempo gain for black. And then white does this attach here. So I wonder what I would do in this situation. You know, I would almost consider just jumping out, right? White, our corner's gonna be fine. Yeah, our corner's certainly gonna get damaged by this, but his 4 stones are just under so much attack right now. But this is kind of a higher level move. You know, the other options obviously is, are we going to play above or below? And I think we want to keep his group unsettled, and the best way to do that is just to play below. Because, you know, if he does this type thing, let's see, this doesn't work because we've got this. So I guess just connect, right? And you know, we get something like this, and this seems fine, right? We're fully solidifying the corner, and yeah, his group's gonna live, but he's gonna get no points. And so yeah, so the playing above, it lets him live a little too easily, right? So this is what happened in the game, and then he played under, and unfortunately, you did this in reverse order. So there is something here, I think, anyway. I haven't fully read this out. You played here, and yeah, unfortunately, again, this doesn't work here because white can just connect. And if you go under, you can't actually connect. But if you do it in the reverse order, and you play this one first, what's interesting is... Nope, never mind, he's alive. He's alive. Just kidding. He's alive. So the double Hane just doesn't work here. And so, honestly, I probably play this and sacrifice this stone. I think that's probably what I do, and just get this really big corner in Sente. I think that's really good. So I know, especially recently, you've been struggling with giving up stones, and it's tough to. It's certainly not easy in these local exchanges, right, to figure out which stone, you know, which ones are we going to give up. But when we get here, when we get to this position, I would be looking at, you know, okay, I would be looking at, you know, are we going to sacrifice a stone here to just get strong, or are we going to connect and let him do this? The problem is, maybe that's fine, but then we get this in Gote. So I'd rather just take that. Although I'm questioning, is this Sensei here? It feels more Sensei than in the other variation, and I would expect white to go get this, and then we can just Tanuki, and everything is fine and good. But yeah, so we do this, which unfortunately doesn't work. But again, I don't think it matters too much. This move's a little off, right? Although I guess not, right? Because he has to descend to, or he has to do something. He has to do something locally, um, and that's fine. And I think all this is fine because we still end in Sente, and you go and take a huge point. So this seems reasonable enough. We do have to be careful of this cut. Um, I guess it doesn't really matter because we've got the ladder right now. But later something could change there. Okay, so he does this. Sure, sure, sure. All that's fine. Then he goes and takes that, and you approach on this side. Nothing wrong with that. And then he does do this. And I know you did miss this in game. We do just have a ladder here. So looking at this situation, right, regardless of the fact that we have a ladder, you should generally be looking in situations like this. Can you push him towards one of your stones, right? And we've got this stone right here. And so we really should be looking at what happens if we play here and he goes here. And the ladder is just here, right? This is our ladder. So this stone right here, the C16 stone, facilitates that. The ladder does not work this way, right? Because he gets the Atari, and so we'd have to come down, and so that wouldn't be great. But yeah, here I don't know what White was aiming for here. But yeah, this was a bit of a miss. Still not game over. But losing those 4 stones obviously hurts a bit. But we still do we get Sente? I don't know. Is the corner under attack now? Do we need something like this maybe? I don't know. I forget where you played here. You came out. This is gonna be a big fight. This is gonna be fun though. This is going to be a pretty big fight. And if I remember correctly, I think you win this fight, which is impressive because there's so much room for White here, and you're surrounded on both sides. And the White group on the right's already alive, so he doesn't have to play a single stone to protect that group. So this is going to be a pretty messy fight. But I think you came out pretty well in this one. So. This is I forget where you played here, although the AI is spiking that black made a good move here, so I suspect you played around where I want you to play, which is probably one of these 2 moves. And you play that, that's right in the area. So I think White really missed his opportunity here by playing underneath when his top group's already alive, right? And you're slowly surrounding his group of the internal stones there. So yeah, so you getting this is just huge. It's just huge. And then he plays another move just totally in the wrong spot. And so yeah, this is great for you. This is you started a nice fight and caught him when he made his silly mistakes. And yeah, he's just playing these really small moves. Yeah, I don't think this doesn't look too good for him. Oh, it's definitely getting tough now, though. This is a tough fight. Let's see if there's anything that jumps out at me here. What would I do with this? This is tricky. I wonder if descending is better. Right, because descending might be better, right? But it's hard. I don't know. I think descending, but that's hard to see. The reason I think this is better is it looks like it's a little easier for him to escape than to break through here, but I could be missing something, and it's a hard read. So I certainly do not fault you for playing this move because this does make your center group stronger. I wonder if we just cut immediately. I think this cut probably works. It looks really scary, but I think it works. And the reason is the A stone is going to get put in Atari. If white comes down this way, then you get an Atari, and you've got a pretty easy escape. If he pushes the other way, if he pushes this way, you're running towards friends, and so he can't do this because you've just got too many stones up in the B16, C16, D16 stones. These guys here. But also, again, tough to see. But I think this is one of those things where black is so strong locally that I would be looking at this cut. Just my style is I see this and I'm gonna look at that cut real hard, and I think it probably works here. But so I don't like this. I think just block on the outside, because again, what are we getting from this? Your group's already alive. If we're trying to kill, this still probably does. Oh, what's going on? This still probably does it. You might not even need the cut, because white can't get 2 eyes in here. There are no eyes to be had. There's just nothing in there. I think white's just dead. So this unfortunately forces him to connect, and now he's a little stronger. The Hane still might be good enough, but he's a little stronger now, and he might be able to do this because there's now no Atari. But this is just gonna be a net. I don't know. I think the peep threw things off for you, because it doesn't. It forced him to connect. White still might be screwed. I don't know. I just know I don't like this exchange, and I would have either cut or Hane on the outside. I think both are going to kill him. So yeah, I'd watch out with your peeps. Make sure they've got good purpose. This Tanuki though, Tanuki's kind of conceding this fight, right? Does this cut work? So this cut probably doesn't work anymore. Right, because now we would have to ladder, and the ladder, I don't think the ladder is good. I think K3 is a ladder breaker here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna go right towards it. So I don't think this cut works. So I think we've probably missed our opportunity. And I don't think, ironically, this peep, this might be a thing now, and we can look at something like this. Because I don't really like. I think this is just the wrong direction. I understand why you did it, and in this case, your group up here is alive. These stones look safe enough, and now you're playing this, and so your group's gonna be fine. So this keeps your groups alive. It just kind of concedes the fight, and then he plays this really weird move that doesn't really do anything. And I think now is definitely the time. Now that you've played b4, go and continue this fight, because white decided that the fight was done, and this fight does not look done. And now that you've got b4 on the board, this guy here, now you don't have to worry about this group at all. But let's see. But you went and took his corner. Still a big move. But yeah, unfortunately, he then goes and fixes his group. So now he's out ahead. And so my question for you is: this group here, is it worth saving? I forget if you saved this here, but is it worth saving? And I think the answer is no right now, because I think white's already alive, and your upper group's already alive, right? So it's just points right now. It's a lot of points, but it's just points. I'm certainly not going to fault you if you saved it, because it is a lot of points, and white isn't 100% alive yet, because it does make him do a move like this. So maybe no. Maybe, I'm going to take it back. This probably is worth saving, because it gives you a lot of influence. It gives you a lot of influence in the center, and it's Sente. I think he has to respond to it. So I'm going to take it back. I think it is worth saving. The question is, I guess lots of topics on peeps this game is it worth doing the tiger's mouth to allow this peep? And I don't know the answer to that. I probably would have connected, or if I was going to do a tiger's mouth, maybe this way, but that's a pretty minor detail that I don't think is going to matter. And then we go and jump in here, nice and aggressive. I like it. Looking at this, yeah, he's got some weak groups, right? This group's unsettled, and then he's got this group here. And I think the triangle group is probably a little stronger. So I think I would have gone after the square group. I think I probably would have gone here. There's plenty of room for this to come back home to this guy, or make a base, or come under, or jump out. He's just the fact that you've got A and B here. You can treat them as me-I, but more importantly, man, his group's just in trouble here, as he probably has to fly out this way. This is probably the only option he has. And this is getting a little advanced, but now you can do a splitting attack, right, and go after both his weak groups. But this is a tougher thing to see. But like M4, this move here is tougher to see. But I don't think this move. Let me unmark this. This move here, R8, I don't think is too tough to see. But this might do the same thing, right? This might give you, although it might give him strength too. It's tough to figure out what this is going to do, but I think this is going to be fine, because I think his left two stones are probably going to try to connect up to E8 to this guy here, and so you might be able to weaken K3. I'm curious how this went. What is this? This is like misclick territory. He's threatening the cut here. That's, what a weird move. This is like a game-losing move, I think. Because even if we, so say we now get this, right? And he plays here. You can Atari. You can just cut this. You can do this, and still threaten the cut. And it's not like your group is in danger here. Even this, yeah, because we've got the two liberties. So I don't even know. I don't know what his plan was here. But this move should be ignored. If you are going to answer, this is the answer, right? Threaten. This is the peep. This is the kind of peep that I really like. This is a sharp answer for protecting this cut. I'm glad you saw it, because the last review we did, one of the things I pointed out to you was to protect your cuts and make sure you understand what cuts need to be protected. And so I like this. This is a good implementation of that. Yeah, so white just made a bad exchange, right? We don't play this right now, which you didn't. I'm glad, but like this move is going to be a pain in the ass for him later. And I don't like this because you have a very easy answer with standing up, which is exactly what you did. And this is where you really start taking over this game. Oh, look at this. So good. So good. I love it. White's in so much trouble right now. This was like this whole sequence was just fantastic. Yeah, he's just in so much trouble now. The AI graph is telling me that shenanigans happen later, but for the time being, what a great series of plays this was for Black. God, he's just making this really heavy shape. I mean, yeah, I don't know what that is. How do I feel about this one? Are we connected? I don't know. This one's tough. I probably would have played the Knight's move. That's not true. I would have gone something like this and just kept them split. But again, focusing on keeping these two groups connected and not getting split is fine. Again, because especially since I've wanted you to focus on making sure that you don't get split. And you're saying you weren't sure you were connected. I'm not sure you're connected either. So typically you are. Well, I guess this can be cut, right? This two-space jump can be cut, but pretty much any stone nearby is gonna help out, and so this is likely enough. But I'm not going to fault you for this. It's good shape. It keeps you connected. It does pressure those 4 stones. And then he attaches. Do we Hane? The Tanuki. But this Tanuki works. This Tanuki works fine. And it's good. It's big. This is a big move. And then this doesn't work for him. And yeah, this is terrible for black. Or for white, rather. This is terrible for white. And so I'm really curious. And so then he does the bad peep. And this is just terrible. This is, oh, God, it's just, it makes your 3 stones so strong against both his groups. And so I wonder if this is a little too aggressive. Right, because we've got this now, and he plays it. And I'm not sure we've got a good response to this. I think we can probably... Where would I play here? I'm looking at two options. I'm looking at just a diagonal or connecting under. That's what I'd be looking at, is either just recognize that black is fine here in this game. You know, I haven't done a score estimator, but black, I think black's ahead here. Mainly because I don't think white's going to get out of here. White's going to live, but he's going to live in Gote, and you're going to fully take his corner from him. He's going to connect and get no points, and then you're going to be able to play something like P12, and all of a sudden just turn that into a 20-point territory up there. I like the idea of threatening the split. That's what N4 would be for. This is a little too aggressive, because this is the type of move where you can only play this if it kills him. Like, if you know that he can't get 2 eyes and you know that you can kill him, then this will work. If you're unsure, this is probably still just as good, because I don't know where he's going to get his eyes from, and I don't know where he's going to get them in Sente, right? Because, he's not going to play there. That's a misclick. So he plays this, and it's like, you can just keep on going, right? And so, you know, then we can just start poking eyes out. Hell, I think all of it pokes eyes out. Like, I don't know where he's going to get eyes. And at any point in time, you can just go, we're done here, and just connect on here. You know, so yeah, he can keep you separated there, but this isn't going to end well for him. But anyway, this probably gets a little dicey, I imagine. Okay, I do remember this. I remember what happens here. Okay, so let's go over fighting stuff here. Okay, so we played. Okay, so you recognized in all of this, I think you did anyway, that let me take these squares off the board and this A off the board. So I think you recognized. Your play sure makes it look like you recognized that white has 2 groups that are weak, right? And you said you wanted to keep him split. And so we have to treat these as 2 different groups. And in this situation, we are attacking, right? Yeah, you said you saw that. We're attacking. And so when we're attacking, we want to be looking for, where's our profit. And this one's pretty simple. In this situation, white's got 2 weak groups. And so you can lean on one and kill and probably kill the other, or, you know, that's a pretty simple tactic. And so if you did this as, I'm simply splitting him and I don't care if I get split, that is a perfectly fine line of play. And that is what this looks like to me. Okay? So the thing is here, we've got these 3 stones that are doing a pretty damn good job of keeping him separated, right? What is this stone doing for us right now? It's really doing nothing, right? It's not giving us any eye space. It's done its job, right? White had to spend a few moves to kind of wrap around it. And now we've got these 3 squares. We just really need to make sure that he can't connect up. So yeah, you absolutely let that stone go and play something like this. So now this is still going to be tough. This is still going to get tricky on you, because White's gonna try to connect up. But again, it's worth noting that this group's already alive, so um, so we don't do anything like that. So you're concerned about the corner. The thing is, where's he going to find the time for that? And even if he does kill the corner, if you kill this group, it's bigger. So we can let the corner go. Because so let's just say that if he gets this move, your corner's just dead. Let's just say that could be the case. Your corner could just be 100% dead now. The question is, do we care? Do we care if that corner died? Because I think we pretty much just got like all of this and up as territory, right? Like, so it's worth giving up the corner to get all that. And so I might actually save this game because the next video I'm doing is going over when to sacrifice stones. And I was looking for an example of when can you just sacrifice a corner, and this is a damn good example of it. Tough to see. This is tough to see because you look at that and go, man, he takes that corner, it's 20 points, and it is, but this is more. This is more than 20 points. So anyway, but here's the big thing though. If we're concerned about the corner, does this move get us any more eye space? AI is telling me no. AI is telling me this group is now dead by the spike that happened here. And so my guess is this move just straight up kills you. Or this. So the issue is P3, the move you just played, it doesn't actually give you any eye space. So if we were concerned about the corner, we need to play this. Or slide. Something to actually secure the corner. And what's nice about this is Sente, because white has to connect. And yeah, this doesn't work. Huh? Maybe it's Ko? Is it Ko? I don't think so. I don't think it's Ko. Right. Because, yeah, it's not Ko. But either way, what's cool is you actually end up getting this in Sente because white has to spend the move to connect under. And this is still a huge success. And at this point, we can let these 3 stones go. They've done their job. We've gotten a big corner. We got it in Sente. And then we can, go back and play this and still be quite a bit ahead, I think. So anyway, so yeah, we gotta be careful here. And this is where the shenanigans where I can see the AI spike. This corner was probably dead then alive, then dead then alive a few times. So let's see. So white does connect under, and yeah, unfortunately this doesn't work. And then you go and come out. And I think you're saving the wrong group here. I think we do need to save the corner. White's just going to give us a free move. That's cool. Thanks, White. Big move. Especially, so yeah, so I think the corner's not quite alive yet, but if you were looking at this and going, yep, it's alive, Q13, big move. Yeah. Yep, that's fine. I'd probably just take this cut immediately. But I'm aggressive. Did you Hani on top? That's fine. It's Sente. Or at least is a way to, yeah, so AI's pinging, hey guys, this kills you, and that's the move I had pointed out for white earlier. And so yeah, let me turn AI off. But yeah, because it just flips all over the place on this move. So here this kills, right? Just a minor detail, right? When you have this shape, right, white only has 2 liberties. You take one of the way, he should still just gets the 1. because yeah, you're probably going to feel compelled to connect here, which you did. So unfortunately, I guess it ends in gote either way, right? If you play here, it's not like this is sente. So it's going to be gote either way. But yeah, it's just 4-point difference. Cool, sure, sure. I don't like this. This is getting we're very end gamey now. The reason I don't like this is it's most likely going to be gote, right? Because if he plays here and you connect, then it's gote, and we don't want to be we don't want to be doing small gote moves like that. If you want to get a reduction here, you can just descend, because either this is still gote, but the follow up's bigger, right? Let's say he does some silly. Well, you'd have to respond to that. Let's say he does some silly move like this. The follow up's bigger with the monkey jump, right? So yeah, so just be careful with this. And yeah, AI is just still pinging. Hey guys, this kills. So he does that, and then once you play here, you're alive. I think anyway. Yeah, we're good. We're good and live now. But a very close game now. Very, very close game. And then apparently you just way out end game him. I wonder if this was needed. Sure looks like a vital point, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going to give you this, right? Because if I can't figure this out in 10 seconds, then it's likely going to take you minutes to figure it out, I think. I mean, if you Tanuki and I'm white, I'm absolutely slamming this stone down and saying you figure out how to make this live. And it's, I don't know, this doesn't look good. This does not look good for Team Black. So yeah, I think that's probably what you needed. Okay, sure. Nothing too crazy here. That's probably not worth saving, right? Still talking about our stones worth saving. So obviously, if we Tanuki, boop, and white plays here, he gets 4 points. Right, because we do that, and it's just 4 points. Versus if we save it, we get 1 more point, so it's a 5-point difference, but it's gote. And more importantly on stuff like this, for him to capture, he gives you 2 moves, right? So let's look at if you play here and he captures, and then you play here and he captures, then you get this as well, right? And he can't even do this, so he has to come back and play here. So my question is, do these 2 moves get more than 4 points? And the answer is pretty obviously yes in this situation. So even in endgame, saving these stones, it's just it's not big enough. Eventually it will be, right? I mean, actually, you can even just chain things. Do this, let me get that, and then take this. So anyway, minor, but it's probably a 10-point difference, right? The difference between him getting this, it's probably 10 points. Okay. Yep. White shouldn't play this. White should play this. The reason is there's now a follow-up at A13, versus if he just descends, this is a pretty common mistake. Black gets this in sente. All right, now white has to connect. And you found that. Oh, did you do it? Oh, we get this. So be aware of this shape. When the 2 stones are like this, okay, and these 2 liberties are here. When you go here and he Ataris, you get to Atari here, right? It's a double Atari. And when he takes, you get to Atari here. And when he connects, you Atari here, and he dies. So be aware of that. That's a thing that comes up frequently. White needed to play here. Or he just needed to Tanuki, right? But yeah, this is a real important thing to know. And this works either way, right? Obviously for white or black. That's why A17 is actually quite big here. because white actually can't play this move. But it's still Sente. It's a miss, but it's still Sente. Anyway, so we're pretty much just an endgame now, and I can tell by the graph your endgame is typically your endgame is actually typically pretty good. And I can tell by the graph here that you did a fine job with finishing this game out. So yeah, there was a lot of good this game. I'm really excited about this sequence where you ended with playing this, like this 5 moves. Yeah, here. You playing this and him getting his force moves, and then you taking your Tanuki here. That's such a strong move. I love it. So yeah, this whole sequence was just really good. And then yeah, if you had caught here, and this is tough, man. But I actually, it's funny. I just posted on Reddit yesterday, today. I think I posted today, where I was asking this exact thing. I was like, hey, do you guys have a recent game where you sacrificed a corner that you could have saved? Because they're so hard to find organically, and this just might be I'm gonna have to take a look and do some counting on this one, because this just might be bigger in this case, but I don't know. So this is a good example where you can just go, you know what, we're gonna sacrifice that corner and just do it strategically. But that's hard to see. That's really hard to see. So yeah, so either way, I like a lot of what I saw in this game. I like that you were protecting your cuts, because that's something we've gone over in the past. Your fighting was pretty good this game. You didn't throw anything bad away, other than this corner. But it's a tough read, and he missed it too, right? Like, it's easy for me, especially with AI pinging like, hey, this corner is supposed to die. It's real easy. It's easier for me to see. But both you guys missed it, right? So it's not like shame on you for not seeing it, either of you. So it's obviously a tougher life and death problem than just a bulky 5. But yeah, no, I think this one was good. The main thing to focus on, yeah, especially because you saw the first half of it so well when you played this move, is when we're doing an attack, figuring out where the profit's going to be, and that's not an easy thing. But yeah, I look at this and go, there's 2 weak groups. They're right next to each other. There's no way both of these are living. Actually, I wonder if taking this is stronger, right? Because now you're really threatening this move. And if he doesn't take, so then if he does something to get that alive, you can just play something like this, and his 2 stones are dead. I don't think there's a wrong answer here. I think both of them are fine. I just saw this now though, but this is probably more straightforward. I don't think white gets out of this at all. I think there's no prayer. I think it's probably. I don't even know if those 2 stones are worth saving. I don't even know if we can save them now after you've played this. You could even go bolder and do this. Lots of options. But either way, your attack turned out well, and it did get you a good amount of points. So yeah, so nice work there. So stuff to focus on: strategically sacrificing stones, and not even topping the corner. The corner is a really tough one to figure out. But earlier, nope, not that stone. Was it this stone? What stone? What stone did I want you to give up? There was a stone in the upper left I wanted you to give up. Where was it? This guy here. You connect. Yeah, this guy. I said play this. But that doesn't make sense. It's not Sente. Where was the... Where was the variation? Oh, just play it. Yeah, just play it right here. Yep. This one. So this was the stone to give up here. And then the peeps. Yeah, that's a common thing. Make sure your peeps have good purpose before you do them. But yeah, so here, giving up that marked stone, and then way late in the game. Here. Nope. But when you played this, come on, we can do it. We can do it, team. When you played here, so giving up those 2 also jumped out at me. So you missed a huge kill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's just yeah, that was the peeps. So those were the two standout things. Peeps and sacrificing stones. Otherwise this is one of the stronger games I've seen you play in a while. Not as strong as the one you sent me the other day. That one was just pure murder. Well, I think that's all I got for this one. Any questions that I missed? Anything else you want to take a look at? Okay, I need to check something real quick. Okay, so I'm now looking at chat. So somebody asked, what level is this game? This was two 7K players. So two things while we've got some people here. So more important, the first more important thing. So I'm getting a new struggle bus, which actually I kind of put into the bottom right corner. But I'm curious, just bear with me for a minute, please. I want to know which, let's see, which option, because we've got two options for buses, and I want to know which one you guys think is better. Because I'm on the fence of which one is better. So let's, how do I want to do this? Just bear with me 1 minute, guys. I should have set this up beforehand. But okay, let's turn this back on. We can see. Okay, and then we can move this here. Okay, guys. So which bus do we like better, the one on the top or the one on the bottom? Both have features that I like more than the other, and I'm leaning towards the bottom one with the outline, the sharper outline. But I'm curious what your thoughts are, because I think either no matter what way I go, some people are going to prefer one over the other. But you're the viewers, and so I want to know which one you guys want. So let's so just top or bottom. If you guys have a preference, or if it doesn't matter to you and you think they both are cool, then you can say that as well. And so that's the first thing I wanted to do. And again, this is the more important of the two. And then the second is actually three things, guys. Where's my chat? Here's my chat. So thing number 2 is, if you have not seen my little YouTube channel, there it is. But you like the bottom bus, but you like the faces in the top. It's funny. You're the second person to have said that they said they like the faces in the top better. And I'm on the fence with that. So I don't think there's a wrong answer. I think they came out really, really great. So I don't think there's a wrong answer, but I'm just curious. And then the other part is so this was kind of like the first just like solo review that I've done for the channel. The other ones I did for the tournament a few weeks back. But so I am offering reviews and lessons, though I prefer lessons just to be reviews. I like learning and showing concepts in the context of your own game. I think it's just the better way to do it. So if you enjoy the way that I present these reviews, or if you want to get back to the channel, it's a good way. First review is free, and I'm pretty affordable because I understand that there are much stronger teachers out there than myself. So I don't want to, I have to make sure that it can be affordable, and I'm running I'm calling it a pyramid scheme, because I'm just taking that money to go into my own lessons, because I'm taking lessons now myself, because I'm trying to get good again. Not that I'm trying again to get good. Saying trying to get good again suggests that I was good at one point in time. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And so either way, Adam, thank you for doing your review. Let's see, when is my sacrifice video coming out? I think so. I think I'm doing the sacrifice video next. So the either tomorrow or Saturday is my next video is going to come out, which is going to be um, Sente versus Gote versus, and then Tanuki in big areas. Um, so that's gonna be, that video is all set. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the bus. I get the final file tomorrow, and I'm gonna update all the bus stuff. The video is all set otherwise, um, and so that's why I'm asking for people's preferences. And then I'm going to start working on. I think sacrificing stones is going to be the next video. It's either that or co-fights, but I think sacrificing stones is probably going to be what I'm doing next. But yeah, the next two videos will be sacrificing stones and then co-fights. And then I'm probably gonna be a little stumped after that because those are two topics that I enjoy. But anyway, glad you enjoyed this lesson. This was a good one, and this was a good game for it because you played well, and there were also good things to showcase. So yeah, so that's all I got for tonight. I should go to bed. Let's see. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed I'm glad that you appreciated. A lot of people said that they appreciated the tournament reviews. Um, and I really enjoyed doing them. I really enjoy doing reviews. I've always enjoyed doing reviews. Um, and it's like I'm annoyed. I'm somewhat annoyed because like I never really intended to monetize reviews. But at this point, like because I've got this nice production now, and it's like you get to save the videos. And it was more of like I only have so much time now, right? And so I didn't want to get sucked into doing too many reviews. I enjoy them so much. I really want to focus on my game as well. But anyway, so but no, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed them. But I was also wanted to get my online presence out there a little more too. But again, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for the money. I just like giving back to the community because I'm a big proponent of giving back to the community. So yeah. So anyway, I'll keep on chugging along with making videos and hopefully doing more reviews. But yeah. So that's all I got for tonight. Let me move this guy over, see if there's any more comments. Nope. So that's all we got. Anyway, yep. Keep on watching the YouTube videos, having a ton of fun making them. And then next video you guys will get to see the new bus. So Adam, enjoy your evening. I will definitely see you around, and everybody else who is on stream, thanks for coming out, and I will see you guys next time.